Bro, are you serious right now, bro?
How about new?
Can anybody tell me what's going on with the mayor of Chicago? Seriously, quit screwing around. Enough is enough. If these conditions don't change in Chicago, I may seriously consider becoming the next mayor. You know, when people say to you every single day that you should consider running for president, they're trying to tell you something. With that being said, I seriously think that our bear should consider running for president in this next term. I mean, just go and research this man. You can find him anywhere online nowadays. What he's doing, what this guy's up to. His latest news that has everybody's attention is this new executive bill he signed somehow on September 16th. Here's what it says. Okay, it says Mayor Brandon Johnson signs the right to protest. It's an executive order. The order affirms that the city's commitment to safeguarding every Chicagoan's constitutional right to free speech and peaceful assembly. We have a problem with this because it's becoming a roadblock and it's now wasting the time of a lot of people in Chicago trying to remove and deport proven criminals and violent criminals that are involved in these protests. The mayor later then added that he would use every single tool that was at his disposal, and that includes the courts, to make sure that this executive bill goes by without a problem. In a quote mentioned in an interview of his, he mentioned about his bill that this is an area in which there is at least some kind of check and balance that needs to take place. But the bigger problem here is he wants these protests to continue day and night without him having to accept responsibility for his actions. So, believe it or not, people have started to notice these protests, and it's gotten all the way up to the executive level. Even the president doesn't want these protests to continue. It's gotten to the point that he's ready to send the National Guard in, and they have to be deployed to the streets just to get these protesters to disperse, which is already creating a giant mess. It's just a bunch of small problems that are snowballing right before our eyes, I guess. It appears that the only solution now is going to be deportation.
I didn't know these cops arrived, damn. Rico fucking spazzed out. Grabbed the chopper and said, fuck it, busting caps now. Bullets flying through the trap house. Got shot a couple times, but he ain't tap out. Ran to the back of the house and he got.
The executive order also includes a list of other directives, in the mayor's own words, clarifying what actions Chicago police officers can take to assist federal law enforcement and prohibiting them from covering their faces or the police department's logo on their uniforms so he can take them to court ultimately with some kind of proof. But ultimately now they're just going to do the exact opposite since he's on TV portraying this image and making it just a real bad time for anybody involved. Where we're at now with the problem in Chicago is you have the federal government ready to do the mayor's job. The mayor himself is not in the loop and can't control anything. And then you have a bunch of people on the streets protesting rioting, and this is three problems all mixed into one, making it just very frustrating and something that should not go unnoticed. Just take a look at what we've had enough of. Seriously. It's the Protecting Chicago Initiative. This is something that he just signed into law August 30th. And exactly 1 month later, at the time of this video, we're already ready to throw it away. In the same article, Mayor Johnson then states, Protecting Chicago Initiative aims to make information available and resources that allow every resident, regardless of background, immigration status, or neighborhood, to live with safety, dignity, and peace of mind. End quote. The biggest problem that I see right away is giving resources to proven criminals who already have an advantage. You're putting these tools in their hands and not really caring about what happens to the people that they hurt. Either way, this man's reign of terror continues. While he's personally trying to fight the men in black, where does that leave everybody else? I guess I'll show you. Okay, so for the people that are not interested in these protests every day, they have become targets of an angry mob just for trying to go shopping downtown, or even worse, possibly being arrested along with this angry mob. I truly ask myself, how is this man qualified to be the mayor? Apparently, he was a paid organizer for the Chicago Teachers Union in 2012, and he was heavily involved in their success. A quote from the news article Optimism and Trust Prevail by Megan Lajewski. She goes on to state that a usual strike or protest should last about a week, but I'll be damned if they haven't been out there for months. Now we look at 2012, the teacher strike that went on for 9 days, just before an agreement was finally reached between the union and our former mayor, Rahm Emanuel. Rahm Emanuel then went on to shut down 50 public schools just a year later, leaving a bunch of people to think, what was the point of all this? My point now is he's mastered the craft of protesting. This guy's been in office now for 2 years, 4 months, and 14 unnecessarily long days, and counting. Again, I'll be damned if they aren't outside right now protesting. Ah, yes. To be a mayor of the city of Chicago nowadays, you need a particular set of skills. You must be adaptable, you must be quick-witted, and you must shoot the other guy first. It may not be that bad, though, I don't know. But just look at the long list of mayors we've had. Of the last 5 mayors of the city of Chicago, 3 out of 5 have been involved in a once-in-a-lifetime generation-defining scandal, making everyone ask the same question, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Nah, it can't be that bad, though. I already previously mentioned how former Mayor Rahm Emanuel shut down 50 schools in 1 year because of people protesting every day. And then, if everybody remembers, Mayor Lori Lightfoot making everybody stay inside for about 50 weeks. If you can even remember that. And now you got Brandon Johnson putting people outside every day, protesting on education in schools.
Pablo.
Bro, are you serious right now, bro?
Our past mayor made everyone stay inside all of 2021. The mayor we have now is putting everyone back outside so they can protest. So I guess the next mayor we have is just gonna put everybody underground. It's honestly like a competition at this point. Each term, they find a way to outdo the last guy, and then somehow become the most corrupt mayor in all of recent history. I can't believe it. As your new mayor, I can promise you two things that I will work on immediately. Number one, finding and putting these daily protesters in smart cars and then driving them away. Just cramming a bunch of people in cars and then seeing them being driven away, like the end of an episode on your favorite TV show. My new running motto is smart people belong in smart cars. And at the end of my term, my overall goal will be to demonstrate how good people actually have it here. Well, time for some closing thoughts. I guess closing down one school is okay, but 50 schools in 1 year is ridiculous. Then putting the guy that was basically responsible for the schools closing down in charge as a mayor is also ridiculous. So I now elect myself as mayor of Chicago. My slogan is smart people belong in smart cars. I'll try to find a way to arrest all these protesters and stock them in smart cars and then send them away. Well, anyways, that's all for me. Stay tuned to the next one. Peace!